Hey everybody, it's Sudders and welcome to a midweek edition of the FIFA 15 Premier League season. We are getting towards that busy festive period where Premier League games come thick and fast, so sit back, relax and get ready for the drama as Game Week 14 brings 10 more clashes that will shake up both ends of the Premier League table. Included in this round of fixtures is an exciting derby match between Chelsea and Tottenham. So with that being said, let's get this kicked off. The first game on Tuesday sees Burnley take on Newcastle. Newcastle started this game on the front foot, looking to bounce back from defeat last week. Sissoko nearly finishing off a great through ball from Jack Colback. He did however manage to pick up the rebound though and was ultimately brought down to earn Newcastle a penalty. Sissoko then himself steps up to emphatically convert the spot kick to give Newcastle the lead. Burnley though would respond well to going behind and would force some good saves from Tim Krul, first with a header from Danny Ings and then moments later Krul is called into action again to deny a shot from close range. Amiobi then nearly doubled Newcastle's lead with a curling effort that unfortunately went wide of the far post. Into the second half then, and Newcastle again went close, this time with a header from Colback from a corner that went just over the bar. Newcastle would double their lead in the 71st minute after a brilliant and skillful run from Remy Cabella, beating a number of Burnley defenders before taking a shot that is saved by the keeper, but the rebound falls kindly for Perez, who just about manages to put the ball into the back of the net with the aid of the post. After straying from their passing football tactics to scrape a win against Stoke last week, Liverpool were looking for a much more convincing performance against Leicester. It would start off well for the team from Merseyside as Raheem Sterling uses his great pace to beat the Leicester defence and powers a shot in past the keeper at the near post to give Liverpool the lead. The pace of the shot possibly catching the keeper out, who looked like he was caught between trying to slide for it and just trying to kick it away. Unfortunately for Liverpool, Ricky Lambert would add to their striker problems as he gets himself sent off for a late challenge that he couldn't really argue with. Leicester nearly got an equaliser in the 20th minute with Cambiasso unlucky to see his shot rebound off the post. Skirtle then had a header cleared off the line for Liverpool as he looked to double their lead. Into the second half then, and Raheem Sterling really should have scored his second of the day. After he is picked out with a chip through ball by Coutinho, his volley was saved well by the Leicester keeper though. Sterling was again unlucky a short while later after another good run, but his shot slid agonisingly wide of the far post. Not exactly a convincing performance, but it was a win for Liverpool nonetheless. After a good 3-0 win against Hull last week, Manchester United went into their home game against Stoke in high spirits. Captain Wayne Rooney, who is in a rich vein of form right now, went on the attack straight away and had an early shot that forced a good save from Begovic. Begovic was then tested by Fellaini after the big man was played in on goal by Michael Carrick. Then in the 40th minute, Stoke failed to clear their lines and Robin van Persie played the ball to Rooney, who slotted the ball home with a cool side-footed finish at the near post to give United the lead heading into half-time. Rooney then nearly doubled United's lead after a good run, but was denied by a great save from Begovic to keep Stoke alive in this game. Into the second half, and Bojan would force a save from United keeper De Gea. Rooney would again come close for United after he cuts inside and tries a curling finish that is unfortunate to see cannon back off the post. He would do much better late on in the game though, as he finds himself played through on goal in all kinds of space and smashes the ball across the keeper and into the back of the net to get his second goal of the game and to seal the win and all 3 points for United. Swansea started their game against QPR right on the front foot as Sigurdsson puts a shot just wide within the first 5 minutes. Wilfred Boney would also do likewise closer to half-time as he hits a shot into the side netting. It took until the 65th minute for the deadlock to finally be broken as Boney hammers a shot into the bottom corner to give Swansea the lead. This game would then kick things up a gear in the closing stages, first with Key rocketing a shot into the top corner to make it 2-0. And then just before the full-time whistle, Emnes gets a third for Swansea as he's in all kinds of space and has all kinds of time to hit a low shot past the keeper to give Swansea a 3-0 win. The next game this week is Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. A controversial moment got this game going as Crystal Palace are awarded a penalty after an apparent foul on Shamak. Although the replay showed there wasn't really much contact and it probably was a poor decision. Dwight Gale took full advantage of the referee's decision though and confidently put away the spot kick. Shamak nearly got himself on the score sheet just before half-time but was denied by a good save from Guzan. Just after half-time, Balassi nearly doubled Palace's lead but his curling effort went just wide of the far post. Villa would have a number of attempts at getting an equaliser but were denied by a combination of both Speroni and the crossbar. Playing on Villa's search for an equaliser, Palace would execute a great counter-attack using the pace of Balassi, who bursts away from the Villa defenders and puts the ball through the keeper's legs to double Crystal Palace's lead. And it would be a similar story shortly after. This time it was Zaha in all kinds of space for Palace and he powers a shot into the corner of the net to make it 3-0 and to secure the win for Crystal Palace. West Brom versus West Ham is the next game this week. Zarate would have the first chance for West Ham as he puts a free kick just wide of the post. And then Kevin Nolan thought he had scored for West Ham, but some brilliant defending from Lescott saw him clear the ball just off the line. The goal line technology showing just how close West Ham came to taking the lead. West Ham again came close as Stuart Downing cannons a shot off the post. Into the second half then, and it was West Brom that would be cursing the woodwork as Berahino's shot loops over the keeper and hits the crossbar. Deadlock would eventually be broken late into the game as Andy Carroll finds some space and powers a shot low past the keeper to put West Ham 1-0 up. A battle of two teams chasing Champions League places now as Arsenal take on Southampton. Southampton started brightly with Tadic volleying just over the bar within the first 3 minutes of the game. Tadic would then do much better with his next attempt after first being fouled but then getting straight back up to take advantage of the referee allowing play to go on as he is played through on goal by Shane Long and slots the ball confidently past the Arsenal goalkeeper. Pele would then double Southampton's lead in the first half with a powerful header from a corner. Arsenal were unlucky not to get one back before half-time, with Chamberlain's shot rebounding off the post after some good build-up play. Arsenal did get one back just after half-time though, with Alexis Sanchez finding space in the box to turn and side-foot a shot into the bottom corner to give Arsenal hope of getting something from this game. It wasn't to be though, and Southampton would leave with a 2-1 win. And now the highlight game of this round of fixtures as Chelsea welcomed Tottenham to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea signalled their attacking intentions early on, with Willian having a shot just wide. Chelsea would then take the lead in the 21st minute as Cesc Fabregas finds a brilliant through ball for Diego Costa, who powers a shot in at the near post to put Chelsea 1-0 up. A short while later, Chelsea doubled their lead as Eden Hazard again finds Costa with a through ball. Costa's touch is heavy this time now, but luckily for the striker, he gets to the ball before the Spurs keeper, who brings him down and gives away a penalty. A penalty that is then confidently put away straight down the middle by Eden Hazard. Tottenham nearly got one back before half-time, but Harry Kane's snapshot is saved well by Courtois. Oscar nearly adds another for Chelsea as he cuts inside and tries a curled finish, but his shot goes wide of the far post. And then later on, Oscar again fires wide, this time with a volley. A similar piece of play this time from Tottenham saw Jan Vertonghen fire just wide. Christian Eriksen also had a chance late on, but also put his shot wide of the post. After their defeat last week to Tottenham, Everton went into their game against Hull looking to get back to winning ways. Everton started things off well, with Ross Barkley forcing a good save early on. And then some good play from Barkley and Mireles saw Mireles get through on goal and power a shot in at the near post past a helpless goalkeeper. Hull nearly got one back after 15 minutes, but Diame's shot flashed just over the bar. And then just before half-time, Tim Howard had to save well to deny Tom Huddleston. Into the second half, and Ross Barkley would double Everton's lead after a good 1-2 with Besic, and powers a shot past the goalkeeper to double Everton's lead. Hull again nearly got back into the game, but Diame's header looped over the crossbar instead of ending up in the net. Everton would add a third as Lukaku sets up Leon Osman with a pass across the box, and Osman finishes low into the corner to give Everton a good 3-0 win. Continuing their pursuit of league leaders Chelsea, Manchester City travelled to Sunderland. City nearly had a great start as Jovetic found himself through on goal, but his touch took him much too far wide and could only put his shot straight at the keeper. Aguero then forces a magnificent save from the Sunderland keeper as he has an attempt at opening the scoring. City would take the lead right on half-time as Yaya Toure powers his way through the Sunderland defence and finishes under the onrushing goalkeeper to put City 1-0 up heading into half-time. A pretty dull second half saw very few chances, with only Sunderland forcing anything of note with a header that goes just over the bar. And Man City take another 3 points in their continued pursuit of Chelsea. Well, those are the results of Game Week 14 in the FIFA 15 Premier League season. Be sure to check back at the weekend for Game Week 15 that will feature all of the weekend's Barclays Premier League games. So until then, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.